Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your boy DTB, and this is the first episode of the DTB podcast. Today we have a very special guest, but before I introduce this special guest, I'm going to let my co-host introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I go by BARBER KO, but you can call me KO. Today we have a special guest. His name is Holynomics, straight out of South Central LA.
Hey, thank you.
What up, Holy?
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here, bro. Thank you so much, bro. This means a lot because this is literally my first podcast ever. And I've been like, I drive in my car sometimes and I talk to myself pretending like I'm already in a podcast because I feel like I have so much information in me that I feel like I need to let out and let these barbers know. And that's like, I've been cutting for 8 years. So it's like, I have a lot of knowledge in this industry and I've been going to a lot of events. I've networked with these big time barbers and I feel like I have so much in me that I have to let out. So this came in clutch. And shout out to Diego for making this happen.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah, when I was doing this, when I was playing this podcast, I was like, damn, who do I want to interview? Obviously, I have a lot of names, but I was like, I got to interview Holy just because I would see him at every convention selling his merch and I'll buy his merch. I saw you at like CT, Vegas. Everywhere I go, I'm like, damn, he's here, bro. He's making a name for himself, you know? So today, we just want to hear your story, bro, hear your journey, how you got to where you're at. But before that, what's the best thing that has happened to you this year right now?
This whole year.
Yeah, I know it's barely been 2 months, but what's the best thing?
Damn. Honestly, is really moving into this new barbershop, honestly. That's probably one of the best things because I feel so much more free to create, you know, to do all this other stuff. I'm networking with more higher individuals. And like the people that I'm around now is very different. It's very different. Like these people are like on a different bracket when it comes to like making money. So they have a different kind of mindset, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But moving into this new shop is probably one of the best things that's happened this year. And
what's the worst right now? What's the worst that has happened to you?
The
this
worst?
year?
I don't know if there's a worst, but I could think about something. Maybe I tried to buy Barbernomics and somebody took it, bro.
Yeah.
And when I went to go buy it about a week ago, it was up for 1 cent on GoDaddy. Because if you want to buy a domain, for those out there that want to buy a domain and don't know, you go to GoDaddy.com, and this is not a paid ad or any of that. It's our first podcast. We'll get there one day, you know?
GoDaddy, sponsor us.
GoDaddy, come for us.
Yeah, GoDaddy.com is very important because that's where you find your domain, where you want to own. You know, you want to own your name, you want to own your business name or whatever it is. But I went to GoDaddy.com and it said Barbernomics was taken. No, it wasn't taken. It was for sale for 1 cent. And I was like, okay, I'll just buy it next week. Because at the end, you end up paying like $40-50 because you have to pay all these fees and all that stuff. So then I was like, all right, I'll buy it next week. Next week I went on it and it was taken, bro. Barbernomics was taken.
Yeah, it happens
so
that quick.
I had to buy Barbernomics with a Z at the end. So I was like, okay, I could change it. I could make Barbernomics with a Z. I could make that work. So I bought Barbernomics. So one bad thing that happened was I couldn't buy Barbernomics with the S at the end. But I got to improvise, make it work. So I bought Barbernomics with a Z at the end. And that's a domain now. This is the logo right here, by the way. Yeah, that's
dope.
I don't see a lot of things as a negative thing because to me it's like anything that happens to you that's kind of like negative is still gonna benefit you in a positive way, no matter
correct.
what. Like it could be like me not being able to buy. I couldn't buy Barbernomics with the S, but I bought Barbernomics with the Z, and the Z at the end might create better art. It might create a
better logo.
A better logo at the end, you know, because the Z, you could do so much with a Z than you can do with an S. So I was thinking at it as like, you know what? Don't see the negative. See the negative still, but see more of the positive. Like, you know what? How can this benefit me? At least I still have Barbernomics with a Z,
Right.
and I don't have nothing, you know.
Yeah, it's just about perspective, you know. But today we want to hear your story, bro. We want to hear your journey. I know you have a credible story. We grew up in the same high school. But we just want to hear your story, how you started cutting hair. So if you could walk us through your journey, how did it begin?
All right. So before we get started, I want to talk about a little bit about how I know Diego. Diego is the host of the podcast. We got the co-host, Barber KO. He goes by KO now, you know, which is very important. We were talking about earlier because, you know, Barber KO is 3 syllables and then KO is just 2 and it's more catchy and it's more about you. It's more universal and all that. And that's important. You want to make your name be more universal and it could have barber in it and all that. It's fine. It's cool for the beginning. But if you want to go like to the highest level, you have to make it more, you know, universal or whatever.
Wait, what does KO stand for?
KO stands for creating opportunities. and everybody always thinks is has something to do with me fighting or something like that,
Like,
But
damn,
no,
this boy could fight.
it's more of a
So you did creative with a K.
I did creative with a K, just like you switched up. You got the Z.
Yeah.
I ended up, I was like, what can I do with that? So now
Damn, just
I
one
was like,
letter.
that came in, and I was like, now that I get to doing classes and stuff like that, and to see what I'm gonna get into in the barbering industry. I just thought, creating opportunities would be something great, because that's kind of one of my goals, to create opportunities for these young barbers that are uprising.
Is that where you put colores? K-O?
So yeah, KO with colores. Colores also
crazy.
starts with a letter C, and I switched it over to a K because that's
smart.
just been my thing. Growing up, and quite honestly, that actually started off as a tagging name. Back in the day, and I used to do graffiti and stuff, growing up in high school and stuff. But that's what I used to graffiti, KO. It just came out, and from there went out to the party crew scenes and stuff like that, and then I got known as Knockout KO. So that's kind of like how it came when I was younger, and then as I got older, I was like, man, everybody knows me and calls me KO. Like, I need to put meaning behind this besides the whole graffiti thing and the whole knockout stuff. I wanted to have a good meaning, so I broke down a whole bunch of things, and I was like, okay, well, what do I really want to do about that? So then I was like, you know what? Creating opportunities has always been a big thing for me. So that's why I turned it into that KO thing.
That's dope.
Dope.
Which is really, really, really cool.
So what's DTB stand for?
DTB is just Diego the Barber.
Diego the Barber. Yeah, this is a DTB podcast,
Yeah,
man. This is
so-
the first podcast, my first podcast. This is amazing, man. This is dope because we're both from South Central. We both went to Fremont High School. This is how I met him. I met him in Fremont High School. He was my barber, actually. He was cutting up all the homies, and I was just like, damn, this boy could cut, man. I need a haircut by him. And then I brought you to my house to cut my hair and cut up all of us. And then
I
it
cut
was like
4 people that day.
It was like 4 or 5 people that day, and everyone was struggling to figure out who's gonna go
Who's
first.
gonna go first?
They're like, who's gonna risk it? Who's
Yeah,
gonna be the
you go
person to risk
first.
it? And I was like, man, I trust him, bro. I seen a couple of his haircuts
Yeah,
around
you
the
were
school.
first. He was the first one, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you obviously called them over to come to your house, you obviously
No, but
trust them to come
we
over.
just needed
right?
a spot.
We needed a
to
spot
cut
to
hair.
cut
Oh,
hair.
you just
So
needed
he's
a
like,
spot.
oh, go to my house.
I was the closest one to Fremont, so I was like,
Correct.
you know what? Like, let's go to my house. We're doing the backyard. So when we got there, it was like 4 of us like debating, like, damn, who's gonna go first? Who's gonna go first? Because we barely seen a couple of his haircuts, like in school, maybe
Yeah,
like
a
one
few,
or
a
few.
few.
Like,
So
So
where
we're-
were he cut up in school? And
In
why did you
school.
in school,
Just in the restroom or what? Like
Sometimes.
outside of a
before
classroom?
the football games,
For the football games.
like
just-
in the field.
Oh, we had a cosmetology class. So
Oh, really?
she'll let me do like one haircut a day. So
Oh, that's
it will
cool.
always be like that. But yeah, I was just telling her, I cut hair. And then his boys that he kicked it with, they were like, cut my hair. And we're like, well, I need a place. It's like, it's raining, bro. It's raining.
Oh
a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. But I had the little thing on
He
top.
had a little, yeah, he had like
little
a
tejaban
room.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So we just went in there, and I'm like, I remember I had my cape, and I'm like, who's first, bro? And they're like, shooting basketball, and then they're all just ignoring me.
no.
I'm like, what?
They were like, I'm trying to get this
I
haircut.
gotta go. And Holly's like, screw it, bro. I go first. Just
You
do
guys
it.
are like in the same grade at this time, or somebody's
Yeah.
older, or what?
No, we're in the same grade.
Same grade.
Dope,
So we were
dope.
both like, I would say like 10th, 11th grade around there. So he was cutting up all high school. So I
Yeah.
didn't start cutting hair till 12th grade. Cause like after that, I kind of was inspired by barbering. Like, but the main reason why I got into barbering was because one of my friends actually gave me the idea to become a barber. See, it all started with an idea. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like an idea. Somebody just told me, bro, you should learn how to cut hair. And then like that idea just sparked in my head, and I went and I actually took initiative, and I went to my barber and I told him, can you teach me how to cut hair? He said, sure, I'll teach you. He taught me how to cut hair. And then like about 2 months later, the business owner of the place where I was at was like, yo, like, I feel like he was just trying to fill in the chair. You know, he was trying to just get somebody to like pay that rent already. You know, he was like, you can start working right here already. I was like, are you sure, bro? I only got like 2 months in. Like, look at my hair. Cause like they're barely they're decent. Like they're not even
Yeah.
that good yet. He's like, no, bro. Like, trust me, bro. Your tapers are passable already. Like, you know, they're good. So I was like, so I started cutting hair in that chair.
Do you mind saying what shop was it?
Yeah, it was a Legacy Barbershop on 77 and Central, right
You
in
know
South
that shop?
Central.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know too many shops down in on that side in South Central,
okay.
but all I know is South Central GT because that's all I know.
Yeah, so-
Shout out GT
Yeah,
Cuts.
shout
GT, shout out.
Putting it down. Oh, and I also know was it Mr. Cuts?
Yeah, Mr. Cut.
Mr.
Oh,
Cuts.
Mr.
Mr.
Cuts.
Cuts out there
So-
on that side.
So I was at Legacy, and when I went to Legacy, we had like when I started working there, I was surrounded by all these good ass barbers. Like GT was working there.
Mm-hmm.
So then I already had GT, and I had, you know, the crazy story about GT is when I first started cutting there, learning, the guy who was teaching me, which was Lalo, the guy that was my barber.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, hey, yeah, we have this new guy. He's from Pennsylvania, but he's not that good, and we're just trying him out. And I was just looking at GT, and I was like, damn, he is not that good.
Wait.
But I thought, but I'm saying, like, because it was just like the beginning. I didn't know about cutting or anything.
But
Like,
GT's from Pennsylvania?
no, he wasn't. But I thought he was talking about GT.
Oh.
Because he was the only guy that looked new to me. Because I seen Sammy and Deco and Carlos and all these guys there already. But I was like, oh, GT's that new guy. So every time I seen GT, I seen him as like, oh, this is the rookie. But I never paid attention to his full hair. And then later on, when I started seeing like some of his designs or like some of his work that was coming out, I was like, damn, like this rookie's good, dog. Like, I was like, this motherfucker's from Pennsylvania, good. Nah, but it wasn't him. It was another guy, and then the other guy he didn't last. He just left. But that barbershop where I was at in South Central was it was really what made me, bro. It made me who I am now, because I was dealing with a whole bunch of like people that were very picky. You know, it's the hood. It's fucking these gangbangers coming in talking about, hey, bro, you better not fuck my shit up. I'm gonna fuck you up. You know, shit like that. And
There's like gangs right there too.
Yeah, a whole bunch of gangs. It was like, you know, so many gangs there that one time it was so gang related in our shop that we got robbed by the opposite gang. They came in there and robbed everyone, thinking that we were all part of this. I mean, they know that we weren't gang banging and all that stuff. We're barbers at the end of the day, but they know that the gang.
You would cut the rivals.
They know that the enemies hang out there and all that stuff. So one day, bro, they came in with guns and just robbed all of us, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
They came inside the barbershop with a gun and put it behind my head and said, "Get the fuck on the ground. We're gonna take everything you got in your pocket." No, he said, "Give us everything you got in your pocket." And put us on the ground and then just robbed everybody at the barbershop. Everybody got robbed. I remember one of the guys said, "Bro, I just took all my money to pay my rent. It was like $1,500, and that's all I had." You know, and now they took that from me, and they did, bro. They pocketed checked them. They took a whole bunch of hundreds from them. And then ever since that, I was like, damn.
What happened the next day? You still came back to the shop?
Oh, yeah, I had to, you know. Like, I had my clients, you know. I had to fucking pay bills. I was, honestly, barbering changed my life, bro. To be real, barbering did everything for me, bro. Before barbering, I was living in couch to couch, living in friends' houses. I was living in this guy's couch. I was living in that guy's couch. I was staying in this house. I was renting out rooms from different ladies from different houses in South Central. And then when I started cutting hair, I was still doing that because I was making a little bit of money. I wasn't making enough money to survive like an apartment or any of that stuff.
They were telling me that you had to come up with a certain amount, no?
Yeah, I had to come out with $300 a month to pay my rent
in high school.
Because that's how much the lady rented me a room at her house for, $300 a month. So when I was in high school, I was cutting hair, I was doing construction, I was doing everything I could to be able to get the money to be able to afford for me to survive, bro. It was just all survival. So when I started cutting hair, bro, I didn't start cutting hair because like, oh, I like cutting hair or because of this or that. I did cutting hair because of survival, bro. Honestly, I was working at a construction job, and the job, there was only like 3 weeks of work, there was only like about like a month of work, and it was towards the last week or two. And the guy said, after this, there's no more work. After this, there's, you know, you're gonna have to figure it out. And that's when one of the guys I used to work with named Juicy cuts. Shout out to Juicy, you know?
Right?
Yeah,
Juicy gave me. I was working with him, bro, in that factory, bro. We were working fucking 12, 15, 24 hours sometimes. Not 24, 22 hours. One time a guy made me go to his house, get to his house at 5 in the morning, and he dropped me off at my house at 3 in the morning. So we would do like 22-hour shifts sometimes. All that through, cause you know, it's
at
like,
a warehouse, you said?
Yeah. It wasn't regulated. It was just like, hey, I need help. I need some workers.
Like cash pay,
all that. So when I was working there, bro, working these long ass hours, I told myself like, damn, this is not what I want to do for the future. Like this is not it. Like being in a factory all day, bro. It's like it takes up a lot, bro. So that's when I met Juicy there, working with him, and he was like, hey, you should know how to become a barber. And then I'm like, damn, that sounds like a good idea.
Wait, he was a barber already?
He wasn't a barber. He wasn't.
Wait, so Juicy was the one that told you, hey, look, you should start cutting hair?
Yeah, but he wasn't cutting hair.
Wow, that's crazy. You know, wait, check this out. So when I met all you guys, like I met you guys like almost individually kind of, you know, like I met you when you were up on stage, you know, doing competitions and stuff, selling the merch and stuff. I met DTB until, you know, I got into GT Cuts. I met him at school. I think he was going to a school to become an instructor.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And I was getting my hours for school. So when I met everyone, like to me, coming from an outside person, I was like, man, there has to be more to their story than, because I just seen how good you guys got along. And it didn't seem like, and I know you guys all didn't work in the same barbershop. So it's crazy to me now listening to you guys' stories and how everything connects. Like
Everything's connected.
you cut his hair in high school. He was living from couch to couch trying to get and got influenced by one of his friends. That ended up also, working with GT at some point at a barbershop.
Yeah.
And everyone, once we see each other at these events, it's just like, man, it's like a big reunion, but it has so much meaning behind it, because everything stemmed from something. So this is really, really interesting that, you share that with us. And because I'm sure the public doesn't really know too much about, your whole insight, and that's the reason why we kind of have you here, because now it even makes me understand, I thought I knew it all about Holynomics, but I guess, I'm learning a whole bunch of things today.
Nah, I always tell people, you know of someone, but you don't know someone for sure. We know of someone through Instagram. But yeah, and so then what happened after he told you to start cutting hair?
The owner was like, yo, like, just fill in the chair. Like, we need someone to get in the chair. Like, just fill it in and just start cutting. And I'm like, yo, like, are you sure, bro? Like, I'm only got like 2 months cutting hair, bro. Like, I'm not that good. Like, he said, like, bro, just do it. He said, that's the only way you're going to learn, just by trial and error, Just take care of these clients. And honestly, bro, in the beginning, it was really, really hard, bro. It was really hard because I was like 2 months in, and, bro, I was cutting up these fucking picky-ass gang members, bro. I remember one time some guy was like, hey, dog, you fucked my shit up, bro. And I was like, what I do wrong? I told him what I do wrong. He said, bro, honestly, you gave me a high taper and you gave me a low taper, and it's not cool. And I was just like, I could make the low taper higher. And he was like, hell nah, bro, it's all good, I'm gonna just go get my money for my car. He went to his car and never came back. But like little things like that, like, things that you have to deal with and all that. Like in South Central, people are very, 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 very picky. Some of them, they pay a little bit of money and they're very picky. But after working there, getting inside that shop, it taught me a lot. I learned fast because I was doing a lot of walk-ins, bro. And I was the only one, me and like 2 other barbers.
How much were you charging right there?
We were charging $15, $12 haircuts, $15 haircut and beard.
And we're talking about what year was this?
This was like 2015.
Okay.
2015. So I was a senior in high school. Second semester, I got kicked out of Fremont because I was talking to Diego a little bit about this. I got kicked out of Fremont for some dumb stuff, bro. They ended up taking me to jail and all that because I had a knife and I had all this stuff that they said that was not legal and stuff. So then they were like, you know what? We have to take someone to jail. We're gonna take you to jail. So literally right there at Fremont High School, they took me to fucking 77 Division, which is on 77 and Broadway. So if you're in South Central, you know what the fuck 77 Division is. They got the fucking division. Chopper right there on top. They got the fucking 77 Division is not a place you want to be at. And they fucking took me in there, took me all the way to the bottom, like 4 or 5 floors, bro. Just going down some stairs like this. Literally, bro. Like, it's so small when you're walking down. I didn't even know
they had an underground.
The cops can barely fit, bro. And you could barely fit. There's just literally you, the cop in front of you, and then the cop behind you. And then they're just like walking you down some stairs for like 3, 4 floors, bro. You finally get to the bottom. It's all white. And then it's fucking just a big ass cell right there. And they just put your ass in there and they don't even tell you what the hell's gonna happen. You were there. I was there for hours and hours and hours. So they finally were like, all right, you're released or whatever. But anyways, after they kicked me out, bro, everything happens for a reason. I see it as like everything happens for a reason. Because after I got kicked out, I went to Maya Angelou, and Maya Angelou, that's when I started learning how to cut hair. All that situation happened. He gave me the idea. I was working with Juicy at this factory, and he was like, "Yo, you should learn how to cut hair." And I was like, oh, "Sounds like a good idea." Because honestly, after this job ends, I'm not gonna have any more money. I need to pay bills, bro. I need to pay my rent. I'm living at this fucking lady's house, and I'm renting out a room. If I can't pay this room, then I'm gonna be fucking homeless, bro. Yeah. So
So how long did you work at Legacy until you started making real money and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just take it serious?
Okay, so when I started working at Legacy, this is something I feel like I really have to share. You have to do a lot of free work in order for you to get really good. Like, in order for me, like, I don't consider myself the best barber, but I consider myself at least the top 10% barbers. Like, I can do good designs, I can do good work. I'm a pretty legit good barber, right? Yeah. And the reason why I learned the reason why I got there was from doing a lot of free work. When I first started, everyone was free. Like, everyone that I felt like that I can give a free haircut to, I would. Like my friends' little brothers, like my little kids that were walking from out of school, walking in front of the barbershop, I would tell them, hey, you guys want a free haircut? I got you. Because if you don't give it for free, then you're never gonna learn how to do it, so you can be able to charge. After some time went by, I started charging $5, and this was during like February, March time when I started learning in 2015. So it was like rainy days in LA and stuff. So I was like going to friends' houses like on my bike while it was raining and pouring and just getting to their house just to try to learn how to cut hair.
You were already making money, like.
So I was already making like $5-10 a haircut. Like I was barely starting,
But what was like a good day?
A good day?
Yeah, you were like
at the shop.
For you at that moment, what was it?
At the moment, I was like, man, if I made like $50, I was like doing it. Bro. I was like, damn.
Me too, bro. I swear.
Yeah, that $50 limit that you get there, and
Bro,
it's just like, man.
if I made
Bro.
20, I was like, I'm rich.
I thought 4 haircuts right
Yeah,
there.
4 haircuts. I'm like, damn.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bro, especially back in the day, bro. In 2015, 2014, $20 went a long way, bro. Now,
they did.
$20.
You spot everybody on the ice cream
Oh,
truck that pulls up and like, hey, you guys
yeah.
want something? I
For
got you.
real.
You know?
And you still had change. You still had like $5.
Bro, you still got change. So being there and learning from these guys, bro, everyone there had like 8, 10, 11, 12 years cutting. So these guys were already really good. Like GT was really good. Lalo, the guy taught me, was really good. Carlito's the owner of the shop. He was really good. You know, Sammy, all these other guys, Decoy, they were all like top guys, bro. So sitting there and working, like I would just cut all day and just look at these guys fucking bust out sick ass haircuts. I'm just like, yo, I gotta get better. I gotta get better. So I literally watched every barber at the shop. I watched GT cut hair. I watched him do designs. That's why I kind of know how to do designs. There's something I haven't really shared with anyone, but when I first started, I used to screenshot GT's designs and copy them the exact same way and do them on my clients. Literally, I'll screenshot his design and then I'll do it on my clients. I'll be like, hey, you're down for a design like this? Like, it's free. Like, don't worry about it. I'll screenshot his designs and copy them, screenshot them and copy them, screenshot. And then I finally figured out my own flow. And then when I figured out my own flow, I just started doing my own designs, all that stuff. And then it kept going from there. But
the funny thing, bro, that little kids would come and be like, hey, you think you could do this? And I'll feel like offended, like. And then once they see the profile, it'll say GT. I'm like, I'll try.
Like, man, they want some real good work done.
I was like, damn. But they were showing us GT's page, bro, at that time in the hood. Like, hey, can you do this design? I'm like, damn, I'll try my best. You know?
GT was popping. He was popping in the hood, bro. He was. I feel like he paved a good road for us because like he was in the hood cutting celebrities like YG and DJ Mustard
and the only one doing designs,
kind of the only one really doing designs and really like pushing himself out there. So like being around these people is like inspires you, you know, to do better and just keep wanting to level up because there's people here that are leveled up. And when I would see GT, bro, he was never smoke, he would never drink, he never did drugs, he paid attention, he was there on time with his clients, he was in the back hitting the blunt, like, oh, give me 5 minutes, bro.
He was a superhuman.
You know? He was a superhuman, bro. He's a superstar, bro.
Just coffee, huh?
Just coffee, yeah, exactly. Just that caffeine, bro.
Coffee, huh?
So I'm like, so it's very important. Like all that stuff matters at the end of the day, bro. Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like how high do you want to go in this industry? You know, do you want to make it to the top of the pyramid, or do you just want to make it halfway, or do you just want to like get enough bread to start a shop and just be happy and live happy with your family or whatever? Like there's levels to this, but I feel like if you want to make it to the highest level, bro, like you got to get rid of your vices. You know, you got to get rid of all that stuff. Like, you know, even like women is a vice. Spending a lot of money on clothes is a vice. Just like, you know, smoking weed is a vice. Drinking is a vice. All that stuff is like vices that are not gonna help you get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I learned about like a lot of these. Like, for example, who's the biggest dude in reggaeton culture?
Bad Bunny right now.
Before him, who was the biggest guy?
To me,
J Balvin, no?
Before that,
no,
who's the
before
OG?
that, I'm talking about OGs.
Okay,
I go
Daddy
really,
Yankee.
really old
Who's
back.
the real OG?
Daddy Yankee,
Yankee.
Don
Daddy
Omar
Yankee,
is like the real OGs.
So but if you were to name one, who would it be?
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. If
Yeah.
you watch Daddy Yankee's videos, bro, he talks a lot about. So I didn't learn this from Daddy Yankee. I learned this from Nicky Jam. Nicky Jam had an interview, and he said that throughout his whole career, Daddy Yankee never ever drank, never smoked, and he was never about the females and all that stuff. Like he had his girl, he was dedicated. He said he would go to the studio. Daddy Yankee was there early, he was there late, and all that and all that's important, you know. And even like this is the way I see it. I see it as like if you want to be the Daddy Yankee of barbering or all that, you have to see what these guys did and how they did it, and like, for example, if Daddy Yankee, like Nicky Jam was talking about, there was some times that I'll go to the studio kind of like hungover, like from the day before, all fucked up, and Daddy Yankee was there like full throttle, you know.
Full
and
potential.
he always look at me like, damn, bro, like you have so much potential, bro, but you're you know, right now you're hungover, bro. Your song's gonna come out cool, but it's not gonna come out at its best, bro. And he'll say that stuff, and I was like, yo, all that's important, bro, especially for us barbers, because a lot of barbers, bro, I noticed that they don't take the job serious, bro. They don't take the job serious. They'll be late on their clients because of, you know, they're too busy blazing it in the back, you know. Or
so right
like,
there, when you were at Legacy, were you taking it serious or not yet?
bro, I wasn't taking it serious for
So
nothing,
when
bro.
was that point that you're like, I gotta tie my shoes and take off?
When I went to Hollywood, bro. When I went to Hollywood. when I went to Hollywood, I started working on Melrose, and I started connecting with these high-end individuals. And then, like, when I would say curse words, they look at me like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Like, these guys are multi-millionaires talking about sitting on my chair. This little hood South Central kid is talking all ghetto. So I changed my whole language,
You had
bro.
to adapt, bro.
I had to adapt, bro. In the beginning, I would say so much curse words, and I was like, yo, if I want to get these clients that are multi-millionaires, and I want to go to these house calls in these fucking hills and all this stuff, like, I can't be this ghetto South Central kid, bro. Like, it's cool and all, like, you know, that's just, that's how I grew up. Like, this is how, like, I got indoctrinated, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in South Central my whole life, so it's like everything I learned, all that is from the people, my language, my vocabulary, all that's from here. So in order for me to, like, learn how to escape that, I had to kind of get away from it, you know? So I got away. I went out there to Hollywood and stuff, but that's what really kind of, like, started making me kind of, like, be a little more professional, be a little bit more, like, you know, because that's what people want out there, bro. People want people, like, they don't want you to do their beard and have your hands smell like tobacco,
like
you know, or smell like weed or any of that stuff. Like, they'll look at you like, damn, bro, I'm paying $80 for this for you to look, you know. They like that professionalism, you know. They want you to be on time. They want you to smell good, look good, dress good. So that's important too as a barber. Something I recently learned is how you dress at the barbershop, bro. Because a lot of barbers, bro, I noticed, like, they'll dress in sweats and sandals
and
bro.
Crocs.
And which is okay. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But at the end of the day, if you want to get that top notch clientele, that big boy money, like the $100 clients and all that, you need to be professional, bro. You need to be professional. You can't go to work with sandals. Like, maybe sweats is fine as long as you swag it out, you know.
Yeah.
But sandals, bro, it's like, it can't.
Or shorts. Sometimes they take like basketball shorts.
Yeah. See that, bro? You come in and like, bro, you just got a bet or what? You know, they're gonna look at you like that, bro, because these top individuals, bro, that pay top dollar, bro, they see all that.
So how many years were you at Legacy?
I was at Legacy for about 3 to 4 years.
And then you moved to Hollywood.
No, then I moved to Mr. Cuts, which was on Florence and McKinley, which was from Adrian. Adrian was a really good, really dope guy, man. You met Adrian before, right?
Yeah, I met Adrian too.
So Adrian, he's a very, very humble guy from Mexico, and he only has probably like 15, 20 years here, but he inspired me a lot, bro, because I was working for this guy that owns a barbershop that's undocumented, and he owns a barbershop, and I'm paying him rent. He doesn't know any English. He was able to get this lease. Like, bro, it makes you think, like, you're telling me that I'm paying this guy rent. He doesn't know English. He has this lease, and he doesn't know English. He has a barber license and doesn't know English. And, like, I'm like, bro, that's inspiring.
You're over here with papers and
I'm over here all documented, all this stuff. And then these guys are out here killing it, driving a Range Rover and stuff. And I'm like, bro. Like, so all that was inspiring to me, like, going to work with Adrian and stuff, because he was, like, killing it, bro.
Why did you end up leaving Mr. Cut?
The reason why I left is because, honestly, bro, the way I see this industry is, like, if you're not leveling up, bro, you're gonna stay behind, bro. Like, every year you gotta think about your next moves. Like, I'm with Western right now. I'm in a great position, but I don't see myself there forever, bro. I see myself there maybe for another year or two. That's it. I'm out. I gotta make my own shit. I gotta move. You know, I can't be there for the next 5-10 years. So I always see it as, like, you have to evolve. You have to evolve every time. Like, I went from Legacy to Mr. Cuts. Mr. Cuts, we went to the second Mr. Cuts, which was way better. So everything is evolving. You know, I went to Ace of Fades, and then Ace of Fades opened up a brand new shop down the block. So I moved to Ace of Fades. So I was in the hood for like 4 years, and then I went to Melrose for another 4 years, and then right now I'm at the shop with Western. But going to Ace of Fades from Mr. Cuts to over there, the reason why I did that was because I knew that me staying in South Central was limited. It was a cap. Like, I could only.
It sucks to say it, but
to say it. But look, listen to this, bro. My best clients in the hood, bro, were my drug dealer clients, and that's the best they got. Like, I was charging $15 a haircut, and these fools would give me $30. I used to be like, damn, like 30.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, because you shared about, you know, like the barbershop getting robbed in South Central, and you know, you just moving from South Central to South Central to South Central, and you're making more money now. You're charging more. And the same thing could happen all over again and lose it all, you know?
Yeah, because you went back to Florence.
Yeah, exactly. So then if you go, you know, like, I'm also thinking, like, you know, you probably thought about it for yourself. Like, you know what? If I got this opportunity to go to Hollywood, why not do it? You know, it's more beneficial for me. I'm going to make more money. It's going to expand my mindset, you know, dealing with different people with at a higher level, you know, and you have less of a risk of coming in there and getting robbed.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
facts. So back to opportunities, like, when I moved to Hollywood, because a lot of people don't know this, but when I moved out there, bro, I didn't get an opportunity to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody came and asked me like, hey, we love your work. You want to come work here? So what I did was one day, bro, I talked to myself. I sat down and I told myself, do I want to be in South Central for the rest of my life and deal with these kind of people, or like, which there's not that many bad people in South Central, but I'm saying there's you still have to deal with maybe getting robbed, maybe somebody coming in being extra picky because they're maybe somebody this game member thinks that this is his hood and he wants to freaking get cut. He wants to get cut before all the other guys, and he kind of presses you to cut him. Like, you got to deal with all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I told myself, you know what? I have to get myself out of here. I have to leave. I have to figure out how to get out of here. So I would always like think about the West. I would always think about the West Side, bro. I always think about Melrose, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Brentwood, because that's where all the rich people.
How much were you charging at Mr. Cut?
Mr. Cuts, I was charging $20.
$20.
$20. So when I went to Melrose and stuff, when I moved out there, I was in the area one day. I was in the area with my boy Steven, and we were hanging out. And as we were in the area, we seen a really dope barbershop called Ace of Aids. Well, actually, no, that's not how it happened. We were out there in the area, and I seen a whole bunch of dope shops, right? And
you were out there in the area, like you just went shopping?
No, we're actually we were doing pranks, bro. We used to do a lot of YouTube pranks. Yeah, bro. We used to do pranks. So we used to do like YouTube pranks and stuff. We used to go to Venice Beach and prank people. One time we pranked Nate Diaz at the in Venice Beach. I'm gonna have my friend find the video so I can post it.
I had seen it, bro.
Yeah. So we pranked Nate Diaz, and we were doing like little dumb pranks like that. But like, I didn't know that was Nate Diaz though. I knew until like later. Somebody told me, hey, that's Nate Diaz. I was like, no way. I was like, it was during the time he had just beat McGregor too. So it was like, he had the most.
Like,
I didn't even know.
You don't even
bro.
know who he is. Just popping off on all the pay-per-views and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just doing all these fucking pranks and stuff, and then I was on Melrose, and I was like, yo, like, this is a nice area to be. Like, I want to get a job out here in this area. So what I did was I started talking to these people, and then I was just like, I really like your barbershop. Like, are you guys hiring? Can you guys get me in here and stuff? And then they were like, most of the people kept denying me, bro. Honestly, most of the people there, they were denying me. They were like, this young kid from South Central. We don't want to hire him out here. Like, we're trying to keep this, like, I don't know. A lot of people just denied me, bro. A lot of people in that area, they denied me. They probably see me as like I was young. I don't know what they seen. They probably just didn't see the benefits of me, right? So then I kept asking like barbershops in the area, and I got denied by a couple barbershops. So I finally ran into Ace of Aids, which was on Melrose, 1 block away from Elegant Studio, bro.
Damn, you remember Elegant?
Wow. Yeah, I remember Elegance. Yeah.
That's isn't that a coincidence, bro? Like Melrose is 1 block away. Elegant Studio is 1 block away from the shop that actually accepted me, which was Ace of Aids. Shout out to Ace. He gave me an opportunity to work there, and after he gave me the opportunity to work there, bro, I used to walk down. Pass by Elegant Studio, I would drive by like having to pass it to get to my shot, and I was like, no way, A-Rod and Wester and Bestis and Taylor and all these guys are right there, like, and I would just be cutting, thinking like, these guys are cutting 1 block for me, bro. Like, I gotta just like, so my thing was like, yo, like they say, you become who you surround yourself with, right? Like, I wasn't surrounded with them, but I was in the same environment.
Did you ever walk in?
Hell yeah, bro.
I always thought I had the idea, but I was scared, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what am I gonna go do in there?
Bro, I was scared too, bro. I had the fear too and all that, but I was like, look, if I don't do it, then look, this is the thing. Look, one day this is not gonna exist anymore, and I'm gonna regret not walking in here, bro. One day, because everything is temporary, bro. Everything is temporary. So if you don't take the opportunity and you miss out, sometimes we just gotta tell ourselves, you know what? I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna fucking make it happen. Yeah. Because sometimes, bro, our own our own fucking like.
It's your own fear.
Your own
fear
mind holds you back, bro. Yeah. So I was like, I really, really wanted to go to Elegance and walk in there the first day I ever went out there and all that, but I didn't do it because obviously I was scared all that stuff. But after being there for so many like days and stuff, I was just like, you know what? Like, I just gotta do it, bro. I just gotta walk in there and just say what's up, introduce myself, and tell them that I'm a new barber in the block. And I walked in there, bro, introduced myself, said I was a new barber on the block, and I just said what's up to everyone. And it's crazy because like the top guys weren't there though, bro. Like they were never there really. Like A-Rod and Wester and so this happened towards the end of.
Was that 2019?
I think it was like 2019. Yeah, towards the end of Elegance, So Elegance was coming to an end, bro, because it was just becoming a new brand. It was changing to level 3 or whatnot. And during that time, like, there wasn't really much barbers there. It was kind of all the new barbers and stuff like that. But I got to go in there, bro, and hang out with them, and I was just like inspired, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta keep working. I gotta keep hustling so I could be around people like this. Or I gotta become like these guys, bro, because that's the only way that I'm gonna get respected in the industry, or I'm gonna have like, bro, because at the end of the day,
it's a good reputation that they give you, bro.
Yeah, it's true. So
So
being-
wait, so Elegance is done, right? So at what point then you walked in, and then how much after did Elegance finish?
I say like 4 months, bro. It was quick.
Wow.
Yeah, I started like 3
Like
months.
you hit it right,
Yeah.
you know, got your face shown and everything. You know, I would have walked in there and be like, "Hey, I just need some gel. You guys got Elegance
Yeah.
gel, right?"
No, that's how I did it, bro. That's how I did it.
That's crazy.
I was like, how can I walk in here? How can I walk in here? I look stupid. I walked in there like, hey man, you guys have shaving gel for sale? And they were like, yeah, we do. And then I was like, which ones do you guys have? Oh, we have this and that. I was like, oh, I wasn't looking for those. I'll just come back next time. So I came back next time, like just so I could have an excuse to come back, you know? But it was just because, bro, I just wanted to be around these people, bro. I was inspired by these people. I've been seeing them, bro. You know, Elegance went to Legacy, bro. Right when I first started cutting
To
hair.
try to sell the product? or
No,
what?
to promote their product, bro. This is the thing that people don't know. Look, Elegance. I went to a lot of seminars, bro. I've talked to Jay. I've talked to A-Rod. I talked to these guys that are in these companies, bro. And one thing that I learned was that when Elegance was first coming up, bro, these guys were out there putting in work, going to barbershops in
No,
South
they
Central. Because think about it, they went to
Yep.
our shop. We're in 77 and Central. It's the heart of South Central, bro. These guys went to South Central. I think it was A-Rod Taylor and like a couple other guys, Jay Neary and like some other guys.
Mhm.
And they went to South Central to promote their product and tell them, hey, this is a new line. You know, this is the line that we're pushing, blah, blah, this stuff. And then do you guys want to carry it on your barbershop or something like that? And I don't think they carried it or any of that. But the first time I ever learned about Elegance was from them coming and doing that, bro. And I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, they did a lot of work. Like, you know what I'm saying? They put in the work, bro. They put in they were going to all these barbershops, all this stuff during this time that not a lot of people know this stuff. But like, how many other barbershops do you think they went to, bro? They probably went to everywhere, bro. And not just in South Central. They probably went to New York and all these other places too. And then over time, they build a solid ass team, which is very important. Your team is very, very important. They build a solid ass team, bro. If you look at their team, bro, they had 8 lions just going at it, bro.
Yeah.
In the same room, bro. In the same room. What is
That's
that gonna
true.
do to you, bro? That's gonna make your brain fucking just be like, damn, I gotta do better. Let's say you're waking up with ambition, bro. You're waking up with motivation, like, bro, I gotta go hard, bro. You seen what A-Rod just dropped? You seen what Wester just dropped?
Yeah.
You seen what Taylor just dropped, bro? That beard was crazy. And then like, yo, you're just in there like every day. You're going in there like. That's what Jay Neary. That's what I learned from Jay Neary at CT Barber Expo. He was explaining how.
I was there.
You remember how he said, like, bro, I had these lines in the fucking same room. These guys were going at it against each other.
So he was like kind of owner of Elegance
He is.
at that shop too?
So
Yeah, bro.
I
Because
think-
it was a shop, right? It wasn't like a barber supply. So Elegance was
Yeah,
a
it was-
shop where everybody was cutting up and they would sell their product there. So the owner of that was Jay Nori, or was that...
Well, he's a CEO. When we met him in CT, he said like he's a CEO.
Yeah, so from my understanding, bro, I don't know too much of it, but like from my understanding is that Jay had this company called Elegance. I think he had like a couple teammates or whatever, and then he was trying to build a solid team. So he had like a big vision, bro. He was a visionary, bro, because look what he did with Elegance.
Yeah,
He brought
yeah,
it to
yeah.
the highest, bro. So I feel like he made the he created a studio so he could get these lines in there so he could start promoting the product, and then he started recruiting these people, and then like from recruiting these people, he recruited the right people, bro. Like he had the vision, bro. He got Taylor from the Bay, he got
Taylor
Western from
too,
Puerto
bro.
Rico, he got
Yeah.
A-Rod from I don't know, he got like Marcus from I don't know where, like Bestis. I don't know where he got these guys from, but eventually he built that solid ass team, bro, and then Elegance became the highest freaking company in the world, bro.
I used to use their shaving gel.
Me too,
They'll
bro.
promote their shaving gel. They'll put it on like a ball head and they'll just go, and all the hair will fall out. So I'm like, I need that gel.
Damn,
Yeah, that was
see?
like the hottest
Because
gel.
at that point, I would use the foil shaver, but I feel like you needed to. Some people at that point, a lot of people still were like, "Hey, I want the razor shaver. I don't want the electric."
And
shaver.
before it was only razor though. When
Yeah,
you
yeah.
first started, bro, when did you start cutting hair?
like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, see, 2012, 2013, and during that time there was no
The shaver,
shavers, bro.
yeah,
Shavers
the
came out to like even when I first started cutting in 2015, it was all shaved.
No, trip out. I heard a podcast with Benji that the shavers always existed.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah.
people never used them because there wasn't a trimmer to be able to erase the shaver, bro.
Oh, I see.
So nobody in the barbershop was like, nah, I don't want to use it.
It'll make your
It
job
was-
harder.
it'll make
Yeah,
your
it
job
was just to
harder.
stay away from it, you know?
So the shaver always existed though.
Damn, that's a good one to know, bro. I didn't even know that.
That's dope.
Damn. But after that, after the shave stuff, like when I first started cutting in 2015, like everyone just wanted shaves, bro. Like, oh, can you
Yeah.
shave? And then when I started getting the foil razor, like some of them would still tell me like, nah, can you do the shave with the razor? Because like they was used to that old school stuff, you know. But that shaver, bro, that shit, it comes in clutch.
Yeah,
Like,
it
can you
does.
imagine, like, everyone back in the day, bro? Everyone back in the day, bro, for those barbers that are new to this industry, bro, back in the day, everyone had to do the 00 line, shave all the hair, and then start your fade.
That's
Yeah.
how it
And like now, bro, you got it easy. Now you just pass the shaver, you erase it with that that trimmer, and then you can do
Some
the rest.
trimmers are really like close to the skin now.
Some
You-
trimmers. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah. Like that one new one. What's it called?
The
I
Coco?
haven't used it, but I heard that
Coco?
Coco one. That shit goes all the way down to the skin.
It's good.
Bro.
It's good.
Yeah, I haven't used it.
Yeah, I
but-
heard about it. A few guys at the shop have it, and I've tried it out, and it's
You just
It's
gotta,
nice.
you
I
gotta
gotta say
change
it's
the blade.
nice, yeah.
You change the blade to a graphite blade from the
yeah.
baby blades?
The ones that I've seen that I've used at the shop, I think already have the graphite
Oh,
blade, but
damn.
I don't know if they switched it up or whatnot. But I heard that thing's like $100. You got to replace it. You know that blade.
Damn,
Oh, yeah?
the digital
Yeah.
gap. It has a
It's
digital
just-
gap.
it's a digital
They
gap.
bought the patent to. There's a patent for you could line up the blade.
Uh-huh.
They bought that patent, that little machine.
The
to
Coco
line-
people.
Yeah, the Coco people. So they own the patent.
That's great.
The digital gap.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are the kind of people you want to be around and network with, bro. That's why I tell barbers it's important to go to these barber events and stuff, because I just went to a barber event in Utah. It was a 10-hour drive. And I told barbers, I DM'd a lot of barbers like, hey, you guys want to go? I told all my coworkers, all that, like, you guys want to go? Nobody wanted to go. So I took my student with me. This guy I'm teaching how to cut hair. I was like, hey, bro, if you really want to learn how to cut hair, this is perfect opportunity to go learn. You know, there might be a seminar in there. You might get 1 or 2 gems or whatever.
Yeah.
I took this kid with me all the way over there, 10-hour drive to Utah, bro. And we were
Damn,
driving
down.
out there, bro. I told this guy, hey, bro, you know how to drive? He's like, yeah, he's 18 years old. I was like, you sure you know how to drive? He's like, yeah, bro. I let this guy drive, bro. Man, this guy almost killed us, bro. Bro, we're driving to Utah and these fucking weird ass roads and stuff. It's raining, bro. All I hear is and I'm
Yeah.
like, because I was so tired, bro. I had 7 hours of driving. I let him drive the
I
last
remember you
3.
texted me that day. You were like, you want to go? I need someone to drive.
Yeah, bro. I was telling
Yeah.
everyone, bro. I needed help. I was like, dude, if I could get 3 people to come with me, that's perfect. I'll do 3 hours. Somebody else does 3 hours. Somebody else the last 4.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be perfect. But nobody really wanted to go, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my student with me. He's willing to go. You know, I'm gonna pay for everything. Don't worry about it. You know, just come and help me drive, bro. I told the guy to hop on the wheel, bro. I got 7 hours in. I was tired, bro. So I left at 5 o'clock here, 5 p.m., and I got over there at 5 a.m., bro. It was almost like it was because it was 2 hour difference. It was 2 hour difference, so it was like 10-hour drive and then 2 hour difference. So I was like, the event started at 8. I got there at 5 a.m., bro. The event started at 8. I
Damn.
fell asleep for like an hour or 2 and then went straight to the event.
Yeah. So now that we're talking about the events, when you were at Ace of what was it? Ace of
Ace of Fates.
Ace of Fates.
Ace of Fates.
Yeah. That's when you started going to events. So what were like your top events that you went to, that you would suggest other barbers to go?
Okay, so from all my events, bro, from all my experience, bro, I've been to every event you could think of, like literally every event. I've been to CT Barber Expo, I went to Complex Con, and I went to not Complex Con,
BarberCon.
BarberCon.
You gone to CT?
Haven't gone. We kind of like prepping to kind of go. We were just talking about it crazy.
I think I'm
Yesterday
gonna
we
go-
were
I'm
talking
gonna go
about it
this
in the
year.
group chat.
So
about
honestly,
doing
bro,
that.
if I can give you my opinion on this, bro, is like I feel like a lot of these events like that people are throwing out, they don't try on them no more, bro. That's how I feel, bro. Because I've been going to events for the past 5 years, bro, maybe 6 years and stuff, and like CT Barber Expo is the best event I've ever been to in my whole
I
life.
think what matters too, bro, is the intention that you go with, because a lot of barbers go to these events and they think they know it already. And I always tell everyone, approach everything with a spirit of ignorance. Like just act ignorant. Just be there and be like, I'm gonna learn this for my first time. And if you go with that intention, bro, you learn. There's always gonna be something you learn.
Yeah.
But I think like these barbers that go to these events now, they're like, I got 10 years in the game. I'm just trying to see what's up.
And
They're
it's
not-
like their first event, huh?
Yeah, it's the first event. Yeah. But they're not going with the intentions to learn. They already
Yeah.
built this barrier that doesn't let the knowledge come in, so they don't learn anything. Me, I always go, bro. Like I'm just taking notes, Like if I'm my first year in the
That's
game,
dope.
with a
That's dope.
student mindset, like
I
I'm
go
gonna
a
absorb.
lot. Like I go. My main goal is to network,
network,
shake people's
right.
hands, and like let my face be seen. You know, because you're gonna see me again. You know, that's why I tell myself like, man, go shake these people. You know, like you only see them online. You get this opportunity. They get flown out from they're from the companies that they're working for, and they're so close to you. And the ticket's only 50 to $90.
Yeah.
You know, on an early bird, and you get into this event, and it gives you access to actually have a conversation with someone that you really look up to. You know,
That's
like we just went to premiere, and Bert Mena is one of the guys that I like really look
That-
up to.
that's
You know,
a
he's
goat.
fucking
He's a goat.
mind blowing. You know,
Yeah.
so running into him there was like one of the boxes I checked off already. That I'm like, man, and we talked for a bit, and he told me a lot about Rise of Hair and how everything started for him and where he's going with it. And man, that event is definitely one that I definitely want to go to, because
Have you
it's
gone to
just
Rise of Hair?
different
That one's good.
different environment. He says he even mentioned like, you walk into the room and you get the smell of the room and the vision, and that everybody leaves mind blown. So that's kind of like top notch, next level of something, that that I would like to attend. Just because, you know, the events that I do myself too, I try to be creative with it and bring something different that nobody's kind of ever done, you know. And I think we're like-minded in that way. So I think going there is really, really going to expand my mind and doing anything else that I want to do, you know, to bring it over here on this side, you know, because I feel like most of the greatest events are on that side, bro.
Yeah.
Like on the other side,
Coast,
on the
yeah.
East Coast, kind of, you know.
Like Premier Orlando.
But
and
California
CT.
got the best fades, you know, like.
Yeah, bro. We
it's
got the
crazy.
best barbers.
Yeah, we got the best barbers.
We got the best
All the
barbers,
great
dog.
events are on that side, you know.
For real, it's-
But you know, Vegas too.
Use the restroom, keep talking.
Yeah, I think, you know, like the Vegas Expo it's a good experience too. You know, I've been there 2 or 3 times, and I think the first one was a lot better than this last one that I went to.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
like it did get the feel. This last one that we went to, it did give me a good vibe to it. Like, but I felt like I hope that this year that's coming up, you know, it really gets back to how it was the first time that I ever went. You know, it was just like everybody was there. You know,
Yeah.
so
That's literally like, I feel like that's what CT is. Like CT Barber Expo is everyone is there. Like the last time I went to CT Barber Expo, bro, I seen every influencer I look up to, like every barber influencer that was there, like everyone. So like CT, I don't know what Jay did to that show or whatever, but Jay Majors, bro, he made that show like something else, bro, because it's so big, bro. It's so huge. There's so much booths. There's so much like. It's like, bro, it's set up like so perfect too, bro. Like that fucking barber. If you're a barber, you're gonna go to any event, bro. Out of all my events I've ever been to, you're gonna go to any event, go to CT Barber Expo.
Yeah.
Because CT Barber Expo, bro, it's the biggest expo. It's huge, and it's like aligned so perfectly, bro. On Saturday, you get there, you do the Grammys, bro. You literally get there on Saturday, and there's Grammys for barbers, bro. Everyone has to dress nice and look good, and there's a big, like, it almost feels like you're in the actual Grammys, but it's for barbers, bro.
Yeah, no,
hey,
yeah, bro. Hey,
that's epic right there. You know,
I
people
wrote down
go
the
all out,
categories.
you know?
So they give out humanitarian, barber creator of the year. They have so much categories.
Student barber of the year,
Student
yeah, they have
barber
all
of the
that.
year.
That's rookie of the
Rookie of
year.
the
Rookie of the year, all that. So like honestly, bro, going there and seeing that, like for example, my first barber battle I ever went to, I seen this guy dressed up really nice, and then this guy wins this battle and gets first place, bro. And I look at him and I'm like, yo, I could do that. I seen that fade. Like I done fades like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was inspired by this guy. I went to the bar battle the next year, bro, and I won and I got second place. So then when I went to CT Barber Expo and I seen like these guys are up there winning fucking Grammys,
I think it's but I think
it motivates me,
the
bro.
winner of the battle takes 5,000. I think there's a 5,000.
Oh yeah, the CT.
And
Yeah, I've
there's
seen now they're printing out these big giant
Yeah,
checks.
nah,
You
yeah.
know,
Smart. Marketing, you know?
Yeah,
You gotta-
it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. Like, and on top of that, you get, I think one of the times you get like this really diamond out chain and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
You know,
they
I know
give
they
you a
did something
chain.
like that for Las Vegas. So I know Jay Majors is always like innovating on like what's gonna make them sign up. You know, like besides getting the stage, to themselves and
Yeah.
making a name for themselves. And I think that's really, really dope. You know,
I think
all
we
that
need
stuff
an LA
that's going.
barber out there.
No,
A real LA barber. Because there's some LA barbers that go, but they're from like East LA or like.
Yeah.
no, they'll be from Fresno saying they're from LA. Or
Yeah,
they'll-
yeah.
Or they're from the Bay that moved to LA.
Yeah.
They
Or
talk
they'll
about
be
it
like,
from
I'm from
LA.
the West. I'm from the West Coast. West Coast, everybody thinks LA,
Yeah.
like South Central and all that stuff.
So check this out. When I was at TT Barber Expo, I met this guy, and I was just like, "Oh, where you from?" Because I would tell everyone like, "Where you from, bro?" Because everyone was like, literally Chicago. I'm from Wyoming. I'm from like Miami. I'm from like Puerto Rico. I'm from Venezuela. I'm like, what the hell? There's people from everywhere here. So I asked people like, "Hey, where you from?" And then this guy was like, "Oh, I'm from LA." I'm like, "Oh shit, another person's from LA." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "What part of LA?" He's like, "I'm from LA too." And he's like, "Yeah, like the outskirts of LA." And I'm like what part though? Like, cause I'm in LA all day. Like, I was just trying to ask him what part. He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Fresno." I'm like, bro, that's not LA.
Yeah,
That's
not.
4
LA.
hours,
That's
bro.
up there, bro. That's up there.
Like, if you would have said Cali, like, yeah, I'm from Cali, or I'm from the west side or whatever.
San
But
Diego or something.
that fool said fucking Fresno.
All right, so one thing I did want to ask you, Holy, I think we talked about it earlier about the whole Holynomics and stuff like that, and then you did mention that one of the domains was taken. What exactly were you gonna do with that? Because I know you had your clothing brand. You're kind of like selling at every show and stuff like that. Reason why I see you out there putting in work. That's why I reach out to you anytime I'm always gonna have something. But like, hey, bro, like we're gonna have this. Like, pull up. Your merch is fire. So is that going towards like more of like your merch and all that? Because you got Holynomics, and then you're bringing out like the Barber Life, because it used to be Barber Life, then it became a Barber Merch.
Okay.
And then I think now this is what you're actually gonna use now. Like I feel like now you found your sweet spot, like the foundation of it. Like you already built, did the footwork, went to the events and all that. Is like launching a website or like what is that like for you? And working that out.
So honestly, I'm gonna be straight up with all the barbers out here. You're not gonna get rich off cutting hair. You're not. You're just not. The most money you can make cutting hair, let's just say you make $4,000 a week, $5,000 a week. That's $200,000 a year. That's fine. That's good money. That's top G money. But at the end of the day, that's a cap.
Yeah.
That's a cap. So in order for you to really like, to me, I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of podcasts. And so they always talk about having 2-3 different type of incomes and all this other stuff, right? So me cutting hair is one of my incomes. So like if I was stupid, I would spend all my money that I get from cutting hair and spend it all on all this dumb stuff, right? And not invest it, right? So something I learned is to be fruitful, bro. To be productive. So we have to, everyone in this room needs to produce something. And you need to produce something other than just good haircuts. Because at the end of the day, when you produce good haircuts, it's fine, but that is a limit to your capability.
Yeah.
And we're ultimate, bro. We're omnipotent. We're full of potential, bro. We have so much in us. So in my opinion, I feel like every single barber should utilize and use their money, their capital that they're gaining from their gift, which is everyone has a gift. Most barbers, their gift is cutting hair, right? So the money that they get from cutting hair, if they spend it all, if all the money that's coming in is coming out and you have no management, then you're going to fucking stay behind. You're going to be the bottom the bottom percentage of all the barbers, right? You want to be the top 10% of barbers. You want to be, I always talk about top 10, top 1%, because this is what separates you from everyone else.
Yeah.
When you grab your money that you get from your income, and you have all these ideas, every barber, I bet you I can ask them this question, they always have a dope idea of stuff they can innovate the industry with. Like some barbers, they be like, yeah, bro, I want this clipper, bro. I think it would be better if it was like this, or if the lever can open up a little longer to a 1, or stuff like that, or maybe if the clip was like this, or you know what, like, my station, bro, I don't like my barber mat stations. These shits get dirty so fast. Like, I want to innovate this, blah, blah. So all these ideas that barbers get, because these barbers get this every day, bro. This is stuff,
got an idea right now.
You just got an idea right now. And you do too. So look, all those ideas that you have in your head about how you can innovate the industry, because it's your own creativityness. And your own creativity and my own creativityness. You have creativityness. So you look at your station sometimes and you're like, damn, man, I wish it was like this. Or I wish all that. That's ideas getting sent from the universe for you to start creating and producing and creating stuff. So the way I see it is like the money that I get from barbering, I gotta invest it into things. And one of the things I like doing is making clothes. So to me, bro, I found my niche. My niche is barbers. I want to make clothes for barbers because I want barbers to be able to market themselves everywhere they go. When we wear these multi-million-dollar brands like Louis and Nike, it's nothing bad with that. But the thing is that you're promoting multi-billion-dollar brands. And I feel like us barbers,
They're already making their money.
they're already making them. They're already multi-millionaires. They're already billionaires. You have to become that. And the way you become that is like the way I feel like I can help is by creating products like hats. Like if you have a hat that says Barber Life, and you're at a store or you're at a family party or whatever, everyone's gonna know you're a barber, bro.
Yeah.
Because you have a barber. Me, I was like, when I learned that I have to be productive, that I have to produce something, that I have to create products, I have to create something, bro. It could be a shaving gel, it could be hats, it could be a hoodie, it could be a clipper, it could be anything you want that's in your mind, bro. Because your mind is different than mine and his mind is different than mine. Your ideas are different than mine. I want to innovate the industry in a certain way. You want to innovate the industry in a certain way. It could be through clippers, it can be through throwing events, it can be through this. But one thing I learned is that if you want to make it to the top of that, you have to go ham on it, bro. Like look at Jay Majors. Jay Majors has thrown CT Barber Expo. It's the biggest barber expo in the world. 10,000 barbers, but he's been doing it for 11 years.
Yeah.
Back to back to back to back to back. His 11th year, now it's like this. It wasn't like that 8 years ago. So to me, when I have this merch stuff, it's called Barbernomics, barbernomics.com with a Z. And this is just, I'm gonna be just getting creative. When I want to get creative and I'm at home and I don't have nothing else to do, I'll go to the back room and start creating. I'll
I
start
like that
making this stuff.
economics thing. Where you got it, like from economics? Or what?
Honestly,
Or like,
all my names I got it from my people. Like Holy Barber, I got it. My name is Jesus, so people call me, oh, you're the Holy Barber. That's what they start telling me in the hood in South Central. So I started as a Holy Barber.
yeah.
Then I realized that Holy Barber is not too universal. So you want your name to be universal. Actually, before I leave, I really want to say this. You want to have your name be 2 syllables, 1 or 2 syllables. If you look at the biggest brands in the world, like Walmart,
Gucci.
Kmart, Gucci, Saint
Coach.
Laurent, Coach, Louis Vuitton, it's all 1 or 2 syllable names. Why?
Mhm.
Because they're easy, they're catchy, people can remember it, and people can just go on your website. All this stuff is important. All of that
Yeah.
is important for marketing.
Oh yeah.
So I had to change my name from Holy Barber to Holynomics because Holynomics is more universal. I could do more with it. But I have a side brand which is called Barbernomics, which is clothes for barbers and stuff, because that's where I get my creativeness out of me. Like I get it through cutting hair and all that, but I feel like I'm at a certain spot. I've been cutting hair for 8 years now. I'm at a point where I'm just like, I can still get creative with cutting hair and all that, but I gotta do something else, you know, which is this. This is what I do as my side, and this is what I'm gonna push, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, we have to utilize our money from our gifts to invest it into our ideas. And these are my ideas. This is stuff I just go and I create out of my ideas and stuff. And I sell it. And then eventually, like he said, I was going to these events, testing the waters, telling barbers, see what they like, what they don't like. Do they like this? Do they like that? Do they like? So I was testing all this stuff. Trial and error. So I could see what people like, people don't like. So I could know what to make. Because this shit ain't cheap, bro. Honestly, bro. This shit, for a moment, bro, when I was first started this brand, bro, I would go broke doing this, bro. Like I would spend my last 1,500 on just trying to make merch. Yeah. And I was like trying to go to these events. And then I'll go to this guy had events in the hood, bro, and I'll go to them, and thank God for this guy and his events, bro, the Colores events, bro. I used to go to an event. He invited me to like 4 or 5 events. Each event I made like 700, 800, maybe 1,000 sometimes. All that shit helped me put the money back into the business and keep going and keep going. That's why I'm here now, making like fucking dope ass jackets and stuff like that, because of people like Colores and Flair and his brother and people holding events like that in the hood and going there and selling them and just keep pushing the brand. But my thing is, every barber that's out there that has these ideas on how you can innovate the industry, you have to start hopping on that, bro. You have to start hopping on. Like if you have an idea how you can make a badass app or a badass course or a badass clipper line or whatever it is, you got to start investing your money into that. Start putting your money into that, because eventually in the future it's all gonna pay off, bro.
For sure.
But that's what it is, bro. Because if you just cut hair forever, bro, and you just get that income from cutting hair, you're not gonna make it out, bro. Nah.
What is like what's gonna separate your clothing? Because there's a lot of people that make barber merch, I mean, not as hot as yours, but there's a lot of people that make barber merch. What's gonna make your merch, what do you feel is like gonna make your merch different than everybody else's merch, where it could be, I don't know, for example, barber merch that it's easy for the hair to fall off, like a windbreaker, for example, or something like that, that it doesn't bother you as you're after you finish cutting hair and go home, because they obviously they make these aprons and like all these things, but some of us, we don't want to wear that type of stuff. We just want to we want to wear what we like and be comfortable at work, since we're going to be there 10-12 hours a day, so I see some of the stuff that you make, like, and I've wore some of that stuff, I just wonder, like, okay, well, what is there something that you want to do specifically to separate your brand from other barber merch brands? I think beyond the designs and stuff, I think is really, really cool. But I think what's catchy is the most of your brand is the colors you use, bro. I think that your colors, like, I'd be like, oh, that's a barber merch hat, like that type of stuff. So that's what caught on to me, like you had this really, really nice hoodie. It's like one of my favorite hoodies. My girl wears it sometimes and shit, so it says Barber Life. It says Barber Life. It's just a comfortable hoodie, and it has different colors on it. You could just match that with everything, bro.
You're right. My first idea, bro, when I first started the brand, honestly, to keep it real, it was really that. It was really to make clothes for barbers, so that way they could be able to work comfortably and cut hair and all that. But what I noticed about nylon and polyester and these brands, bro, it's like you can only work with it so much, bro. Like you don't want to be on a nylon tracksuit all day, bro. You get hot in it, or like sometimes like at the barbershop, like it's just hard to really work in it all day. So that's literally what started the brand. Like really, I wanted to start innovating the industry by creating dope clothes for barbers that they can wear while they cut hair and all this stuff. But then I got to a point where I'm just like, yo, there's only so much I can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in order for me to like get really creative with like the other stuff that's not nylon and polyester, I have to do other things. Like this jacket is not nylon or polyester, and the hair doesn't really get stuck on it, but it's still like, I my goal really for the brand, bro, is to create this apparel brand for barbers that's really dope.
Yeah.
Like that barbers
And
can
you
wear
inside and outside the shop.
you can wear inside and outside the shop, and you can wear it at a party. You can go to an event and you can be like, oh, this is the merch I want to wear. It's not just like, oh, it's just a barber hoodie and it's just kind of like, oh, it's just kind of just for when I go to work or whatever, or for whenever I want to make this to like, but there's levels, bro, to everything. There's levels. I've only been doing this for like about since the pandemic started.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm here now, and I'm like, I'm only gonna just keep leveling up by the day, by the as long as I put the time and energy into it. But in the future, the foregone goal is to have literally have this brand become the greatest barber apparel brand in the industry, bro.
Yeah.
Because I have so much dope ideas. I get creative, bro. I could draw. I can do this stuff. So I want to just make like sick ass merch, bro. I want to make pants eventually and all that stuff. And honestly, bro, this brand is not in the future. I see it as like not being a cheap brand, bro. Like these jackets are gonna probably be like 250, you know, $200, stuff like that. Because I feel like it's like, dude, I'm putting in the work to get the best material, to get the best stuff. Like these stones, bro. Like this is just a rough draft. Like these stones are kind of cheap material, but I'm getting better stones. Like, you know, it's just stuff because I gotta keep doing it. And then one thing too, bro, like you have to do it and for you to get better at it, bro. As you go, you're gonna everything's just gonna align, bro. So anything you have, any vision you have, anything, set the goal for where you want to get to, and eventually everything's gonna align. Like let me give you an example. When I started the brand, the next day, bro, when I first started the brand, I was like, how am I gonna build this website? I gotta build a website, right? So I started building the website, and when I started building the website, I was like, dude, this is hard. I can't do this shit, bro, by myself. I can't do this. So check this out. I can, bro. It's for mission, bro, and you could do it, but it's gonna take
time consuming.
YouTube videos. Guess what happened the next day, bro?
What happened?
As you move towards it, it'll move towards you. The next day, I cut up a client. I told him, what do you do for a living? He says, I build websites.
Easy.
Next day, I went to his house, and guess what? We built the fucking website, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And quick, huh? I bet you he's like...
Bro, this fool was a nerd at this shit. He's like, hey, bro, look, we can start running ads already. I'm like, bro, chill. I don't even got merch yet. So it's like, I just have like these little samples and stuff. So he's like, but as you move towards it, it'll move towards you. So it's like, I started moving towards the brand. I want to build this. I want to start the website. I started thinking about it, put it out in the universe. And then eventually it just aligned. This guy sat in my chair as a walk-in, bro. That's why it was the weirdest thing, because he came in as a walk-in. He's like, oh, how's availability? And I just had a cancellation right there, bro. He sat in my chair and it's like,
perfect time.
How did it align like that? Because the universe is going to align it for you, bro. You just have to start working towards it, bro.
For sure. I like that, bro.
Just
So,
align.
unfortunately, we're getting close to the time limit.
It's all good.
But before we leave, bro, I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Honestly, like I'm really, I enjoy seeing your process, your journey, bro. It's crazy because when you started cutting hair, I was like, damn, how he gets so good so quick.
Yeah,
like
I used to be his barber.
Yeah, like he got so good, bro. And then everybody was just like, oh, I cut it with Holy, you know. But I want to give you your flowers, bro, because I know you're not just a barber, but you're also a father, you're a husband, and now you're a brand owner and all that stuff. So I'm gonna leave you with this question: if you could go back to when you were like 15, when you barely started getting into hair, what would you do differently, bro? What are some things you would have never done? What are some things you probably should have done to maybe like speed up the process?
If I could think about anything in the top of my head, bro, is really to take my business more serious. If I can go back, I would take my business more serious. I would take barbering more serious, because the more serious you take your business, bro, the more other people the more serious you take your business, the more serious other people take your business. So it's like, if I can go back and take it serious, like, because before when I was cutting hair, I was just fucking around, just making money to survive. And, you know, it was just like, go to the shop, make some money, and just keep doing it, living day to day, you know? But if I can go back, bro, I would like take it serious and start stacking my money sooner and start investing my money sooner and all that stuff. Maybe this brand would have been already up there with Illusion, you know? Maybe we might have been competition right now, whatever. But like everything has its time, you know? Everything has its time. But honestly, like maximizing my time, bro, maximizing my resources and stuff, because before, bro, I would cut hair and then finish and just go home and relax, maybe watch some Netflix and stuff like that. But that's like yo, like it's like the more work you put in, the more you're gonna get out, bro. It's just the reality of the situation, bro. Yeah. So it's like during that time I was slacking, I didn't care and all that stuff, and I started, when I really took it serious, when I started going to events and stuff, I started seeing like, damn, these multi-million-dollar brands, like this guy's a millionaire off this brand, like this guy's killing. They traveled him, they had him travel from the East Coast to the West Coast and paid all this stuff and all these expensive, and I was like, yo, that shit motivates you, bro. It makes you be like, yo, there's more to barbering than just cutting in the hood, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Any final words, KO, that you want to say?
Same here, bro. Like I've seen you since the day that when I first met you, you know, and just the way you innovate, you know, the merch and, you know, like, you know, getting into these the battles. I know you don't do too many battles anymore, you know, but I've seen you do a few of them, and just kind of like the way you promote yourself, and just really when you got when I saw that you started promoting your working at Western, you know, I just thought that, you know, I was really happy for you, you know, and big ups to you, you know, because I know that's not where you want to end up, but there's a really good step to where you want to go, you know, and, you know, good luck to you right there. There's a lot to come there, and I hope you run into the right people there to get you and your brand to where you want it to be, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate
and
you guys, man.
Overall, it was a great conversation. I think people are gonna want part 2. Holy, I was telling Holy,
Hey.
we could talk for hours, bro. We were talking for hours yesterday, and we could just talk. We didn't even get to the pop culture stuff and
For real.
all these other stuff. That we could
There's
talk.
always time for a part 2.
Part
you know?
2. Stay
Absolutely,
tuned.
man.
And then we'll touch up the things that we didn't touch up, you know, like maybe the experience at Western Shop and all that, because I didn't really touch too much on that. And like working with a very high barber individual, you know, like that's very important too, because I've only been there for a month and I've learned a lot, bro. Like this guy's on a different freaking level, bro. This guy's like, bro, one time we shot a video for like, before we ended, we shot a video for like 5 to 8 hours, and then like filming, editing, and doing all this stuff. And he's like, mira, way, this is how I got famous, by doing these videos. But look at what it takes to make these videos. He said, you see how much hours you put in right now? You see how much time? The guy we still have to go home and edit it. That's another 3 hours. He said, you see all this stuff? You have to do this consistently over and over again. Put it all out there. Let the people know your work. Show them your work. Show them all that stuff. And then you're gonna. That's how I got famous. That's one thing I learned about Western too. He said that's how I blew up, by making my videos, by editing myself and making them and being consistent and putting them out over and over and over again. Eventually build 1 million followers. And when you have 1 million followers, bro, you can utilize that to. You can maximize it to like. You can do so much with it, bro.
No, so
it starts off with sitting your ass in your fucking taking your phone out and filming these videos and editing them and going home and putting out content, bro. Correct. Because people don't know who you are unless you put it out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like a lot, sometimes, you know, like we're so judgmental on our own videos that we're like, nah, I'm not gonna put it out.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what kills us. I think it's just like, you know what? Put it out, bro, because you may not like it, but your audience might love it. You know, so just get it out and you get it out the way. When I don't feel like anything that you put out is gonna be bad. Yeah. If your audience is just anxious and waiting for you to drop something, it could be the worst thing. They're gonna love it, I think.
That's facts. Just to touch on that real quick, like what you said is very important, because this last video, I posted a video of the barber chair and the barber station, and
it went crazy, huh?
And I wasn't gonna post it, bro. I wasn't gonna post it because I didn't like how it didn't fully align. Like it was simple and didn't fully align. I was like, I'm not gonna post it. I posted it. It's almost at 600,000 views right now.
Damn.
Can you imagine, bro? This video, literally, Instagram told me this video gained you 4,000 followers.
Crazy.
Instagram told me that. It said this video gained you 4,000 followers. So I was thinking like, yo, I was at fucking 7,000 followers for like 5 years straight, 7 years straight, and I never got out of there because I never decided, bro, that's a reel that I wasn't gonna post. And guess what? I just put it out there. So something I'm learning is like, Joe, just put it out there, put it out there, put it out there. Fuck it. Move on to the next. When you have the energy, you film a video today, you film this, that, put it out there because you have the energy there. Next week, next 2 weeks, you're not gonna feel the energy. You're gonna try to re-edit that video, go back to it, and the energy's not gonna be there. That's the problem. That's what I learned. So once you film a video, you have the energy that you feel like you want to post it. The next day already post it, put it out, and move on to the next. Because if you I'll wait for next week when I have more content together and I can post it right after, back to back, all this stuff, that shit don't work, bro. You gotta just have it, feel the energy, put it out.
Correct.
Yep. That's
well,
right.
thank you, Holy. Thank you for taking your time out today doing episode 1 of the DTB podcast. It was a great privilege and opportunity to have you here with KO. So let's wrap it up and let's clap it up for Holynomics.
Go Holy.
Shout out to Diego too, man. His first podcast.
Shout out Diego.
First of many. You know, this is to the moon, bro. We're going to the moon, bro.
Yes, sir. was a good one, bro.